Thank you. I saw Joel. Thank you so much for the support. Right out the gate, I saw that. That's a nice way to start things off.
With your dirty eyes.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
I love you, bro.
Let's go. I guess I need to turn off my, as everyone knows, my preferred background music. Because I'll just jam out to that for a while. Tomorrow, most likely. Audio cutting. Thank you so much. Audio shouldn't be cutting. I can... Okay, I can do that. There might have been accidentally me clipping on accident. Yeah, let me get some... This wasn't scheduled, but neither will tomorrow be scheduled. You know how we're going to do Near Replicant this month? We're still doing that. It's just last day of the month. Is audio cutting for everybody? I'll say hi to everyone as we're going. Sarcasm, Paul Gollner, Deviz, Kale, Vegeta, Peter, Christopher, Kuna Matata, True Winner 1. I'm gonna unlock some things. I'm not sure the audio is cutting out for anyone else. No one else has said anything about it. Hey, Hammered Hobo. I'm gonna have to make a video. I need to just start making videos that I post to the channel that I put later as members only. Because I need to just sit in front of a camera and say my personal life is going down the drain, and apparently my parents are. They're very, very bad off. I just got a call and got off the phone. Even though I don't feel the best right now, audio is cutting. Audio is fine on my end. Even though I'm doing all right, I just got off the phone with finding out my parents are doing very, very badly. So I gotta get on things. Yeah, I don't think audio on my... It's okay. I have to make a lot of announcements soon about like how ads are gonna work. I don't get to control that anymore. If there's audio issues, it's probably restart the app. And also, I don't get to control ads. That's actually something that they just decided to yeet from creators. They just decided we're not getting that anymore. Thank you, Joel. Sad another 10 videos is the best. Thank you. Super chats don't get added to the daggum bar. Because as we all know, it gets multiplied by a factor of, I believe we tested it, of 1 million. And it just breaks everything. We need Streamlabs, please help me. Hey, JR9, what's going on? No salmon shirt tonight? Nah. Yeah, I'm just gonna post a video of things to come up. I need to get a freaking Jack Skellington shirt or something for Halloween. I need something other than my pumpkin suit. But let's get into the game. Ads I do not get to control anymore. For anyone that comes into the stream, I am sorry. There are now 2 options. One is they will not push your channel. You can insert ads manually now, because apparently I wasn't the only one. Or you have to turn on they insert ads, and all you can do is extend it for as long as possible. You just get to choose that the length is as long as possible in between ads, and also a checkbox saying to make it individualized for people, so that if you just joined, you won't get like an ad, and then because everyone's about to be served an ad, get another ad right then and there. Thank you, Joel.
I got 1, I got 3. Can I get a 5? Can I get a 5? 5
right now I'm trying to get something really quick in separate ways. We'll get to everything.
Words I didn't think I'd ever
I haven't gotten
say,
anything
ever. Can I mention ever again?
Thank you, Joel.
Add another 10.
I appreciate that.
Best man.
Hey, Amy, what's going on? So yeah, I do not get to choose the ads at all anymore. That's all of that power was taken away. I might not be the only creator, or maybe it was just taken away because they got mad at me. I don't know. The gods have been spiteful against me many times. Oops. So, what am I getting in separate ways? Oh, I'm not trying anything. I'm gonna just get a few things. What were we at? What decibel level? I think I was around getting it 6 decibels off. I'll make it so I don't have to speak as loud. Right now, I'm gonna go get my knife. The knife it says is unlocked if you do all the merchant side things. Luckily, I saved it at every single place you could save in Chapter 5, including a middle part. And I remembered when I played it, we played it live, and hey, Amrock, what's going on? When we played it live, I missed one of them. And so it's somewhere in these tunnels, there's something, and if I get it, then I'll have her knife unlock, which I would like. And then since it says the only requirement is what, an A on professional, I think it's the only requirement is an A on professional to get the Chicago typewriter. I don't see why I can't just go do that, because it doesn't say it has to be a new game. So that should be, oh my dad, that should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I'm gonna probably just start a new game, and we'll go off and try out professional for the first time, because I haven't done any of that. So there's a thing. S plus separate ways. I'm gonna figure out all the requirements. Hey, Majida, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I shouldn't have alerts paused. They'll just throw me off. Let me turn it down for everybody. I think we're at minus 15. Yeah, turn it down a little bit. Thank you. Yes, I love the Batman vibes with the grappling melee. I have to figure out where these bugs are. I'm only playing this part to get her knife. And then I'm gonna go into New Game Plus, I guess, because I am overconfident. With great confidence comes great stupidity, and I am willing to be that stupid person for everyone, because I do want to. I do like unlocking things. I'm not gonna lie. Even though tomorrow I'm probably doing near replicant during the day, as long as I can get some good rest. That does not nix me out of liking all of my stuffs to be unlocked. Oh, there's one of them. I didn't find you guys in the first playthrough? Really? I didn't think to look. Alright. I didn't think to look, apparently. I also tried to up the brightness for you guys a tiny bit. All I need is those 3 bugs. Alright. Whoa, hi. I was not paying attention. Raise that. Wait, what? Is that so? Don't tell me that's something I said. Like, I don't actually have to treat seriously, because he just punched me. I just want the knife. Get out of my way. I got things to do. No, get your hands out of my face. I don't want that. I don't like your vibes. Okay. 2 more bugs, get the knife, and then just start the game over. Professional S Plus. I don't know if it'll stress me out. I don't think I've ever really been stressed out about any kind of challenge that the game puts forward, because they do know the average player base is going to, like, at least attempt it, and that there's a certain point at which you drive people away with your challenge rather than entice people to play the game. And I go into it with the mindset of, I'm supposed to be able to beat this. And that mindset gets me a long way. I don't know if I can have the shouldn't hit a girl logic with Ada. She hits back pretty hard. Like, when I was growing up younger on streets, I wish I could have had the logic of you do not put hands on a lady, period. Oh boy. Don't grow up on bad streets where you just need to defend yourself enough to run away. That's all you want to do, run away. Don't grow up with that logic. Because some of the most dangerous ones, when you're younger, in those years, it's gonna be females. And now when they get older, it's like, okay. Well, now it's just... No, I don't think of the hit back no matter what. I don't need to create more violence where none's needed. I just Ada's a little... She's extra. I mean, she is... I mean, let's be realistic here. She is grappling people to kick them in the face because she needs a better ability, apparently, to boot people in head. So she might be a little extra. Hey guys, what's going on? Here's the thing. We could not do what you're doing. Ow. No. I just want a bug. Oh, I missed him. I did not miss him. Hey, Vamp. Can't stay going to your brother's Chief pinning to... Oh my gosh. Congratulations to your brother. Hey, you got more important things to do. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it here. But thank you for stopping on by. I really appreciate that. I have to find a bug. I just have to find a bug. Oh, they're all looking. Like, I don't... They have their whole thing of needing to, like, kill me. And I know they've got, like, their whole agenda and whatnot. I just need to kill a bug. Like, I got communication issues with these guys. They really gotta understand. I don't just... I loaded an old save just to kill a bug. Actually, to kill 3, but I only have 1 left. Have you tried Lies of P? No, I have not. There are quite a few things. So for my brother's birthday, I still need to make the list. We're just gonna have to do it in October because I did the community post of asking people what they wanted to see played. I was gonna make the list of things that basically I can't afford everything right now. And if people want to see it played, there are ways that we can make that happen. We can work together. I didn't get to that. Also, unless you're in a pinch, this is your PSA. Man, vaccines are out, but maybe if you have the ability and don't have a reason why you need to get them back to back, maybe spread out COVID and the flu as a booster. If you have the ability, just gonna put that out there for anybody. Don't know who that's really directed to. Just trying to be helpful. Ow. Yeah, I don't pay attention to the speedrunners for that reason.
Only to make do now.
I really just have no interest in speedrunning. Or, like I've said, this game falls under the same category. If I see somebody else play it, I don't play it anymore. I don't know if people know that as a rule of mine. Do people actually know that? I don't watch other people play the game. If I see somebody else play the game's now off limits when it comes to things like this. Are there a lot of people here that still remember that's a rule of mine? Like if I give in to... Oh, there he is. Well, there we go.
It's done.
Can I just go back to the merchant so now it counts? Will it tell me in the challenges? I didn't complete it yet. I haven't turned it in. Is there anyone else I didn't say hi to? I don't know if I can go backwards and get to him, but I just want to turn it in and then start it over. I have my glasses on, so you can really tell that all of the things that I'd usually care about are out the window because I need to sit further back. The distance, if I'm actually sitting up to my monitor, the distance between me and the monitor is perfect for my vision to not need any assistance like glasses. Hey Akoshi, what's going on?
Gotta select.
It was 8 spinels that I missed out on. Why? Yay, Jane of all traits. Elite knife. I got the eliteness. I just realized that my computer isn't hardwired. Did my little extender overheat? I think it did. So we gotta restart it and play professional. You guys are seeing me play professional for the first time. Whee! I think I overheated my extender that gives me a false line basically in here. So let's I get to check out Elite Knife actually. Is it immediately like available to me? He whipped that thing open real fast. Oh wait, I have to buy it because I'm an idiot. So let's just quit out of this. Because we got that. And then I'm gonna have to back way out. We gotta go buy it. And then challenges, nope. Extra content. And she's got a few things going on. Where oh wait. Yay, separate ways. Unlock by completing separate ways on professional mode with an A rank. Okay. I think that's in the list of things. Right? Hold on. A knife forged with infinite possibilities. Yay. Maybe it'll be like Leon's where you can unlock infinity and beyond. Yeah, her challenges. Alright, I took a gander. I turned it on. And because I took a gander and turned it on and whatnot, I did see that you can see what gets actually rewarded to you. They just show you, which is nice. Chicken hat is in normal game as well. So I think Chicken Hat should be damage down. Chicago Sweeper. Professional mode with an A rank. That's probably should. Cat set. So you got to get her cat ears, but she's got a cat tail. So, I'm not going to say what I was going to think. I was about to say how you get a cat tail on a female. And there's 2 different ways. I'm going to pretend that I didn't think the first thought, and she's going to wear it on her belt like it's a costume. That's the thing. That's exactly what I thought. I only thought that. Have to bounce. Always so awesome to watch your playthroughs. Hope everyone in chat stays healthy and happy. Thank you, Joel. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. You and hashtag Joel over there for supporting right out the gate so much. Bear. I don't know what this does, and I don't know what gets you what rank. But 4 hours. 4 hours, and I can do it on... I mean, I finished it on standard at 4 hours, 40 minutes when I was playing it live with you guys. So that's the thing. Where did I take my time on? Oh, we just got progressively slower. That was right. We progressively just noped out of thinking. So we just... New game that's... No. Load game. And I'm going to try my first hand at professional. With you guys in tow. We'll see what happens. Oh.
Do not look at my little bean with your dirty eyes.
That sound bit. Thank you.
So awesome to watch
Hey,
your
BJ.
playthroughs. I hope that you and everyone in chat stays healthy and happy. God bless.
Thank you so much, everyone. Hashtag Joel over there. Thank you. All right, let me see what I can pull off here.
And here we go. This way.
Hey, Luis.
Not accept.
I forgot what my kit looks like. Oh, it looks like this.
But it's safe.
No, Amber, no deal. You know the terms.
We're good. We're good.
Oh, typewriter. Bonus weapons have been added. Storage. Why isn't it playing? Does my time count when I'm in storage? I forgot. Did it already play? Are alerts coming through? They better come through. I better not get interruptions with all that. Never breaks from the beginning? I'm sorry, what? You just get that? Okay. It played? Okay, my brain is just not braining. Well, okay, you get that just from the beginning. Okay. Well, that's the thing. I was not expecting that. I'll come back to having the bow. I don't need the bow right now. I'll throw some bows. We'll see how much I use the bow. Jesus. Okay, I was not expecting that. What I should probably do is fix my wheel. The wheel of fortune. No, let me register the shortcuts better. No. I refigured out where my shortcuts were, and now they won't work for Ada because I don't play her the same as I play other things. Yeah, I don't need the. I just need to be able to get to the shotgun easier. One-touch shotgun.
I don't know. Yet.
Alright. Let's see how hard it is. Oh, God. Hi. Okay. I'm immediately tripping balls.
What's it?
Hey, Russ, what's going on? It's been a minute. It has been.
It's all in my head.
It's all in the head. She thinks about it over and over again. Where's the red-eyed one?
Found you.
No. No, no, stop it. Is that your red face, or was that just candles? I lost him. Nope, I lost him. There we go. Goodbye.
And stay gone.
He's not gonna stay gone. Spoiler alert. He will not stay gone. Yeah, eventually. I mean, I'll do the same things I usually do for funsies on my own. I don't know if I did it with Resident Evil 4, but a lot of things I do for fun on my own are things like knife only. It's just this time I really would rather spread it on out instead of piling it on at the right when the game gets released. I'm learning. I'm a learning boy. Look at me learn. Probably need to move faster than this. Whee! Probably need to craft a few of her bolts and just be done with that. Because these are just in the way. They're just in the way. I've only got the things. No, shotgun. We need lots of that. Shotgun. Rifle? We'll see about that. The shotgun is our friend. We live and die by the shotgun. And since I gotta do this in like 4 hours, I think. No, I've had most of my fun with a lot of these games when it seems like it's the dumbest thing you should do. I do like doing the dumbest thing possible. Oh, I didn't even go and check that out again. I didn't check out down there.
That's where I need to go.
Stick to the high ground. You have the means.
Well, yeah.
I wonder what that is.
Oh, I don't need to actually be in this anymore, do I?
Don't forget your mission. The Amber. Nothing else matters. Wrap this little tour up and bring it to me.
Understood. But maybe a little sightseeing first.
Oh, I don't have a normal scope on. I can't see if there are barrels. It's fine. This Wesker will probably be the same Wesker that he'll reprise the roll for 5. Oh God! I thought I'd be able to get a free shot in there. That's not what I thought would happen at all.
Things are heating up. I'll need to disable the catapult.
Oh, I didn't do the right things at all in the right order at all. Like I did, if it could be done wrong, I just did it wrong. This didn't help my case. Because there's still the thing right there. Wow. Okay. You know what? All right. Can I get the stupid out of my system real fast? Oh, come on, dude. I gotta get this stupid out of my system. I think I just got iframes. I think I just got real lucky with those iframes. Invincibility frames for those who might question everything. Oh my God. Things hurt.
This'll do nicely.
Things hurt more. They hurt a lot. Nope. Wow. How many times does that take? Can I not be dumb for a second here? Look, I have limited ammunition. I don't know where these guys are coming from. I just need to blow them away with it. No! Stop trying to hit me. I have a cannon. I will hit you with it. Uh-oh. I will get off the cannon. And do that first. Now, I will shoot you with a cannon. Don't tempt me. If you thought I was lying about shooting with the cannon, please refer to the cannon. I will shoot you with it. Hold on. There it goes. Hold on. Wait. Okay. I will shoot you with the cannon. That didn't count. Okay, we'll go with that answer.
Trick.
And then, yeah, cannon. Good night, everyone. Just stop by to say hi. Hopefully, I can keep the pain out of control. Get some sleep. Amrock, I'm sorry to hear that you're going through any kind of pain like that. I hope things get better for you. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. In the morning, maybe you can watch some Near Replicant if you get some sleep. You'll probably do that. That could be an enjoyable thing. I should play faster. I should. I'm not. I don't have like any health items, and there's a few people in my way. I also saw people saying screaming internally about this part. I don't know what they're screaming about, but I hope they got it out of the system. I just saw it at point blank. Oh, there's treasure chest over there. Do I have answers to the cause yet? Yeah, I hope he gets some answers. Pain is just not my list of things that I would like to be in the least of. Pain is up there. It sounds obvious, I think, to some people. Undead Reality, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the family. I appreciate the support. Shields our self-wood and get stronger over time. Protect yourself. Protect the family. Thank you, thank you. I need to do things. Hey, Smooth, what's going on? Okay. Hold on. That looks like an actual question that takes thinking. You think I'm a learned man of science? No, I can do this. Hold on. What happens if the progenitor virus, G virus, T virus, Las Plagas mold from Evelyn, T Veronica virus, C virus from Albert Wesker, Jake Mueller, and Las Plagas were injected into one person? Resident Evil 5 slash parts of Chris's campaign for 6 slash yeah. That's what happens. Okay, so the progenitor virus is actually what they use to make a lot of the other viruses in this game. So I can actually answer this one. Thank you,
I got 3. Can I get a 5? Can I get a 5? 5 in the fishness. 5 in the fishness. Can I get a 5 in the fishness?
Oh, there's a rifle I missed the first one? Oh, okay.
Words I didn't think I'd ever say, ever.
I saw a little red thing that I can go
again?
get.
What happens if the progenitor virus,
I can think this through this.
T virus, Las Plagas, the mold from Evelyn, T Veronica virus, C virus from Albert Wesker or Jake Mueller, and Las Plagas were injected into one person?
Thank you, Smooth. Thank you for the support on Dead. I appreciate the kind words. So the progenitor doesn't actually count in all of those things that you just said of the progenitor virus. If someone's going to be infected with it, while the pseudoscience in this universe basically says that progenitor virus, as they described it, what made people stronger, and it didn't cause the effects that Osmond Spencer wanted. So the progenitor, I always almost liken it to like Black Panther, kind of like if he gets like Resident Evil 5, they need to redo some of that, I'm hoping. I don't know, Ali. I have no idea. So I'm counting that one out because the progenitor virus on its own seems to be pretty much, it kills you or it's inert or it helps make you stronger. The G virus and T virus come off of the progenitor virus, kind of. The T virus is what comes off of, and it's in Marcus's leeches. The G virus is Birkin's research from Marcus on the leeches, from what happens when leeches basically replicate on their own and make more leeches. So you get that one. And Las Plagas, the mold from Evelyn. See, the mold is the biggie. T Veronica virus is a lot like the original virus, but it's about control again. And technically, the T Veronica virus was a failure. It's just Wesker didn't know that it would technically be a failure. And the C virus from Albert Wesker and Jake Mueller. And Las Plagas were injected into one person. That's exactly what happened to Albert Wesker. He had everything in him other than the Las Plagas. Good on him for not having that. I believe he didn't have the Las Plagas because that's the worst part of the science and all of that. The Las Plagas is, it depends on if they've got if they have one of the higher level ones in the lore of this game, it wouldn't really actually do anything other than give them control. But yeah, that's the science behind that is really, really weird. If you want the honest truth on that, a lot of the viruses in there would just kill somebody, but the really, really fun ones get to be the C virus, because the C virus, as told in game and read up on later in documents, is a really, really neat virus in the idea that it is possible, but not the way that they make it possible. It would actually be probably in the realm of talking about bacteria better than viruses, if I remember the C virus correctly. So that gets into the realm of like a lot of real fun stuff. But yeah, I'll stop it right there. I can get derailed with science easily. You guys know this. Some of you are like, yes, do that, please. Get derailed with science. Yes, singing to the leeches helps. Everyone knows to sing to their leech. I don't ever skip a day without having sung to my leeches. That's just as you do. Oh, there's a bangle over here. Hold on. Well, oh, I can just grapple up to that. That's fun. I can just do that. I just need to go. I keep forgetting that I just need to. I'm in a mode that I just need to go. Hey, Patrick Carrier, what's going on? Hey, look, there's more treasure. More things that I just yeeted right on by. Probably should take note of all those things. I'll do that when I'm playing a new game, not New Game Plus. It's not the same. New Game Plus, I won't get the same note-picking experience. It won't give me what I'm looking for. Blammo blammo. Hey. Shoot my tank. Hey, Dark King, what's going on? Everyone is look to see how much Wulong Fallen Dynasty is, and I'll send you the money for it. How much Wulong Fallen Dynasty is? Is it what do I look it up on? What is Wulong Fallen Dynasty? Hey, Dark King, what is that? I have no idea. I have no idea what that. Did I miss a good game coming out? Did I miss something? My arm is really sore from the vaccinations. Did I miss a good game coming out? Wulong Fallen Dynasty. It's out for a PS5 for $40. What is Wulong Fallen Dynasty? What is this? I am confusion. Is it? I spelled it wrong. Is it like it looks like it's kind of like a Souls kind of Sekiro and Neo? What happened in this game? What did they do? What genres did they combine? It looks like a Souls-like game. The cover makes it look Souls-like. And it straight up looks like Souls plus Sekiro plus Neo. Hey, thank you for the community support. Yes, sir. I'm enjoying this DLC so far. Oh, it's some of the best DLC ever created. It's out for like $40 for PS5. I didn't know that existed. So that's really cool to know. I had no idea. My ignorance is shining through.
Nothing personal.
That is exactly why I made that post of like needing to make a wish list and all that stuff. Because I am behind on the times, I feel. All the whippersnappers these days talking about their new games. Back in my day, we just had the platformers and the Speedy Sonic. I remember when he just had to go fast. And the casino level. Oh my god, the casino level. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know why that is the one that's stuck in my head. Because it is simultaneously
Almost out of here.
the worst and best level in there other than every underwater level for Sonic. But my brain just immediately like popped through like I just had a Nom flashback all of a sudden. All right. Typewriter. Yeah, we'll save this. Let's start getting through this. You missed Diddy Kong's Quest? I missed a lot of things. I'm weird. I'm very strange when it comes to so many things like that. I came back to Casino and just knew Sonic was a topic. It is! I don't know how to describe how that'll always be the thing. I should have the high power scope on, actually. And this does not take up time. Isn't that a thing? Ain't nothing but a G thing, but it's a thing. Yeah, if this actually took up time for you, wouldn't be allowed to do it in the continue screen. So you can be in the storage screen and it doesn't take up time. And that's a good thing to know. Okay. I think I don't, in a normal run, if I'm going for her Asako, her cat tail and ears, and we'll just pretend I didn't start going the other direction, that I should upgrade her original weapon. I like the penetration. Ooh,
So he wants
this
me to retrieve
monologue.
the amber. An object of ill omen.
And I skipped over her other monologue, but her opening line of like good but not nearly good enough, and just the vibes that she gave off, I love it. I do. And honestly, giving her purpose and reason and agency, I'm all for that. Like she really was an underdeveloped character. I know people probably don't think of it that way, but she was. And now she's not. And that's the end of that story. And I like things like that. Dark King, thank you. For Wulong Fallen Dynasty, please play. I will absolutely, because that actually covers taxes. You just covered tax in it. Okay. I will go ahead and right now, because people get confused on a tax write-off and also taxes as the same thing.
Long Fallen Dynasty, please play.
I'll play it, and I'll take it out of the business account. Because I have to pay myself through the business account. I'll just take it out of the right. So I just don't put it on Amazon's card. I have to put it on my own. No, I need to put which one is just PayPal? Hey, where's my PayPal? There it is. That is the one I'm looking for. Okay. I'll put it on that one. And that should cover it. And then we're good. I hope I got it right. I have to double, triple, and quadruple check, because when I just buy things out, thank you so much, Dark King. I appreciate that. When I buy things for business and I do it live, especially since you guys do things live, if I ever do that, I'm always afraid that I'm just not thinking well enough, and that I just immediately put it on the thing that I should never put it on. Like I chose violence that day. I chose the one thing that I should never do. Yeah, that's all right. That is the PayPal card that counts. Okay. There it is. It's on its way. Thank you, Dark King. I put it on the business PayPal card so that as soon as they give me that super chat, I will immediately put it back on the business credit card. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. That's me doing finances in the middle of the stream. I can do it. I can be your accountant, baby. I don't want to be. If I actually went into any other field like that, I don't know if I can go into accounting. My brain can handle numbers. I don't know if I can handle my brain handling that. I don't know if that makes sense. But there's one thing to handle it, and then there's another thing of realizing that your brain likes handling it, and that's just a whole different. Okay. So we can just do that dance.
A clean strike.
But thank you. I see that people are coming and going really fast. Are the ads that intrusive? I had like the choices of don't push stream, no ads, or put in ads, and I spaced them out as long as they can go. Are they that intrusive? I'm trying. YouTube took away some of my ad privileges. They were just like, this is what's happening to you. And I said, okay. Because they're the overlords and they get to decide. I don't. Maybe it's because it's my punishment. Probably is.
What a warm welcome.
These boys be tripping, yo. Whoa. Hi. Hey. Yeah, I heard the other content creators say the same thing. It's all creators. Okay, it's all creators. Yeah, we're all kind of in a bind right now, because I do know the back end of how that's working. If I do not turn on ads, they will not push my stream anymore. But there's the choice of 0, but you have to make sure that you hit it consistently, and I don't. I gotta be able to make it so somebody else can actually run ads on my channel, which would be like a viewer being able to choose, because that's probably the best. That's probably the best in between. Somebody actually watching that can realize like when a good place to put an ad and when a bad place would be. All right. Her ribbed asshole or something, whatever she says to Reba asshole. Reba McIntyre's an asshole? I would have never known. Uh-oh. She shot me in my buttocks. No! I am dead! I am straight dead. Or Moz says they regularly remind me. Yeah, I know. I'm like awful with it. I'm really bad about it. And the reason is because I get involved with everything other than like having to sit there and be like, oh, ads. Did it reset my time? Hold on. My results for nope. Wait, 1522. I don't know. Hey. That ad was a bunch of bull. Okay, maybe it is. Resetting it. I don't know. Shut up, dude. So on professional, they can really hurt me more. They really can hurt me more on this. I mean, are you freaking kidding me? What? It wouldn't give me the prompt to kill him. I needed my kill prompt. I need permission to kill. No. Alright, so I won't worry about that guy. I wonder if I can trick him up here to... Wait. Why are they all running? Wait, does that... There's no way that dude triggers the rest of the everyone. Is that guy a trigger? Trigger warning. I also have learned that I need to let invasive thoughts just win when I'm streaming. I've learned that. I'm learning. I am learning from people who do it better than I do. And while I don't get to watch people play anything that I would ever play, I am learning that if I have an invasive thought, just intrusive thought, just let it win. Just let it win. And everything will probably be fine. Yeah. Was there a reason for me to do hardcore? Hey, look, it's a green herb. I don't want you taking it. No! Don't you explode that wire. Not you. You explode the wire. Thank you. Bye. Bye. There we go. Hey, Narmer. What's going on? Just stopping by for a sec? I appreciate it. No, get down from there. Wait. Wow, she needs to stop. Dude. Pineapple. No, that's the tangerine I've got here. These tangerines I've got, I forgot what they're called. I just called them. Hi, bye.
A clean strike.
Hey, he put his hand up. Do 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 do. Hey, do 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 do. Hoo! He got his hand up there like he was grooving to some song that we couldn't hear. Oh, he lost his leg. I feel bad for that guy now all of a sudden. I just made him lose his leg over like the side of forever. He'll never get that back. I have no use for it down here. Like, dude, come crawling for it. But only if you're gonna drop treasure down here. Otherwise, I don't want you down here. He's not gonna come down here. I'm not waiting on him. No. Shut up, Wesker.
I'm seeing quite the crowd here. I wonder what has them so riled up.
Skip comms.
Ugh.
I mean, I should skip right to professional, right? There's no reason for me to do hardcore when I know that I'm gonna be coming to this anyway, and I get New Game Plus, which is basically in my eyes like cheating. So if I'm basically already cheating, might as well even it out a little bit. Bye. Oh, I should have planned that out a little bit better. I wonder how many people are actually going to try to come up this way. Hey. I can't shoot you. Please bring your face closer to the place where I can shoot you. I need you to... yeah, there's a barrel outside I could use. Or, and hear me out, I can just do this, which is the dumber way, but it works. Just line yourselves up neatly. No, he's got Parasite Eve the Maxima in him. Parasite Eve the Maxim? Parasite the Maxim. Just... how does he know to wait his turn if he's basically already dead? Parasites are really smart. I hear the pigs outside. Oink oink. Don't need all your treasures. Maybe except for a 4 ticket. I can get another special ticket. I got a golden ticket. Yeah, I forgot. At some point I will actually want spindles, won't I? I've got 12. Shouldn't take much to be able to get the... yeah, I could have shot him there. What am I doing? I'm just such a doofus. I probably need to make an announcement about live streams and ads. Like creators really can't get around that one anymore. Because I have...
This isn't the way to the church.
Those who have been here long enough have seen me suffer the wrath of not hitting the add button enough times. Also, I started the stream at 9, which is the cutoff of whether they'll even tell my subscribers I started a stream. So, you know, I did all the things wrong. I gotta do something right. Though I did, okay. Full disclosure, you guys don't tell anybody else. There's only like 77 of you, so like if you can keep a secret, here it goes. I might or might not have had a day where I didn't do so well for ow. Do so well with the me dealing with the booster shots and whatnot. My body decided my body chose violence, and it's really fun. And since my body chose that, I came in the office. I was gonna stream earlier. I had Ghost of Tsushima ready to go. It was on the monitor, ready to go. And well, see, my gaming keyboard is like right here, and somehow around my head apparently must have hit the desk.
Leon,
of being tired.
why am I not surprised?
And I had an impression of one of these really tactile keys from the HyperX keyboard that was gifted to me. I had the impression of that on my forehead for about an hour because I did that. I was head down at my desk. When I should have been working, I don't feel well right now. But I was head down on my desk. I didn't mean to do that.
Promising.
And then I immediately got up and was like, oh god, I can't do that. So I was like, let me like reconfigure a few things and go do some whatever. And I sat on the couch and 30 minutes passed by as I was trying to figure what I'm gonna do, and I was like, crap. Then I got a really sad call about that my parents are not doing well at all. Oh my god, stab him. And then we're here now. Hey Joe, what's going on? Any dangly bits? I don't know. I didn't see any dangly bits. Whoa! Oh. Yeah, my booster decided to take and then I got them both at the same time. Yeah, I'm for those that don't know, I'm extremely susceptible to COVID, the bad effects from it. So I actually have to take all that seriously. Say goodbye to a third of my right lung. That's just perma-gone. I never actually fully recovered from it.
Not bad.
Which is
Okay, next.
which is, I guess, a thing. Oh, it is the trifecta. Okay. It's the threesome. And the bow. And the face? I forgot to look. Oh, God. Yeah, it's the threesome and the bow and the face. So you got the face, and you got the two bows looking at it, and then you got the threesome over here. Look at that. What's that? Now, where are the damn things? One's where? Stop game. I can't think this one through. Oh, there it is. I gotta know where these medallions are, like the back of my hand. Is it over here? Do I really have to go over here? Yeah, that's when it triggered a migraine. Hey, Punch Nickname, what's going on? Like, yeah, mine have been able to trigger a few things. I just don't want to go through it all again. For anyone who was here a long time ago when I was just on stream being like, oh, my son and I are gonna do, we're gonna quarantine because he went to Florida because his mom took him there, and I was like, we're gonna be responsible, and I thought it was supposed to be such a lively just 2 weeks of my son and I are shut-ins because my ex decided to take him to a hot spot during 2020 when it's at its peak. Like, it was supposed to be a lively 2 weeks of me just showing, like, this is what it looks like to be responsible. And then, lo and behold, my son caught it and brought it back. And he was the only one in a car that kept windows down to actually have it and be able to pass it on. So it actually did turn into, I did the responsible thing, but I was sitting here coughing up blood. And everyone who was here for that loves that. Oh, did they? Oh, come on. YouTube. It buffered for everybody. YouTube, listen. I'm talking about personal experience. You do not need to beat up my ass about when it comes to COVID and personal experience. I'm not trying to have this as an educational stream. Do not. I saw what you did there. If it's the automated system, whatever. But if it's a live human being, I missed the blue medallion. Thank you if it's a live human being. Not sitting here going on some thing of anything sciencey.
That's one job done.
Just didn't feel well. Jesus. You just talk.
Here we are. The church.
I never found if there was something in the bird nest of any sort. No. Okay. Oh no. See, that was my son. What is family for? My son is awesome. My ex-wife was the issue for that, because she should have to take, but I took responsibility. It's fine. I never fully recovered from all that. I am not the same person I was 3+ years ago. I've just never gotten back to my cardiovascular shape, my endurance, my everything. All of it got shot and just stayed that way. Oh God! And we gotta give credit where credit's due. My son did not ever wish something like that on me. My son, since he has a mom that won't let him in a school system get vaccinated, which is, you know, such a smart thing, finds it, does his own thing and wears his own mask. My son has come to his own conclusions. My son has decided for himself what he would like to do, and my son's conclusion is, because he is one of the ones that's unvaccinated, that it's his responsibility to protect people around him. I helped him with the science. I did not force him, actually, at this point. There's enough people in at least he goes to school that he could choose to not wear one, and most likely it wouldn't be a detriment as long as I keep it with my booster shots to the people around him and most kids around. And he still finds it as his personal responsibility and duty that as long as he's in a state where he can be an accidental carrier, he will go ahead and do his own thing. So he made his own choice. My son is awesome. My ex is ugh.
We just lost Lewis's.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always proud of my son
Should
for
have
stuff
known
like that.
he'd be trouble.
I'm sure that Rowan would be mortified to hear that I'm talking about him again on a stream right now. Hey, Rowan, if you're listening, stop. Dad isn't feeling the best, and so don't listen to my random ramblings right now, please. Please, Rowan, seriously, if you're watching this, because everybody just turn it off. Not even for a check-in. You can just call me. Just FaceTime me. It's fine.
I bet Leon's here to save her.
Wesker isn't human anymore. He doesn't care about how he pronounces who for what reason. Hey, Ashley's crying. Let's listen to that, shall we? Nothing to do about that. Anyway. Wait, did I already ring the bell? I skipped all the cutscenes. I've only played this once. I've played it a grand total of once. Yeah, there they all go. I don't know if I can disturb them yet or not. I'll learn later. I'll learn not now-ish. Yeah, my son is responsibility comes easy for my son of the idea of actions have consequences. Like all those things that usually are growing pains. He's gonna have a whole different set of them. Wait, can I just go down the line of you guys and get supplies? Or oh wait, they do get triggered. Never mind. You are supposed to let them pass. Never mind. I'm out. Peace. Deuces. You guys don't have to worry about me. I'm not. Stop following me. There's a merchant over here. He won't let you come near.
Hey, stranger.
Hey, stranger.
So, well now. Let's
Stranger.
welcome. I knew I could count on you.
Yeah, I hit a whole buffering everything for a second there. Don't worry about it. Don't think too hard about it.
Welcome.
There's nothing I can do
I've
about some
got
of them.
Something new for you, mate.
Don't even worry about it.
I'll buy almost anything.
Almost. And yeah, Wesker can pronounce whatever he wants to, however he wants to, because he's not human. He's not human enough to give two shits about it. Which I didn't realize being human was a prereq for ever like anything. Oh wow! So you upgrade the knife and then it increases times 2. All right.
Lack of skill, friend. Your weapons are in good hands.
Actually, my weapons are about as good as they're gonna be.
Try that on for size.
I need that upgraded.
Thank you. Do check out my wares again soon.
I will. In fact, I could
reserve some items just for you.
Thank you for reserving items just for me. Bye. Turn off the tinnitus sound effect. That I get the feeling you're talking about the squeakies or an actual medical issue. Feels like one of the two. There's not really an in-between for that one, is there? It's one of two things. I died to this in my first run through, didn't I? Yes, I did. Oh, I should have saved it.
Won't let me.
I should have known better. I should have known better. I should have known better. Crap. Crap. Oh, I can make heavy grenades. How much gunpowder do I have? Yeah, I mean, kinda. This is actually still good.
Go so easily, huh?
I'm tripping balls, yo. You gotta die by. Uh-oh. I got stuck. Oh, Jesus. You move faster. Of course you would move fast. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, I was not expecting that at all. Oh, I'm full up on health. I can sell those. I can sell yellow herbs. Jeez. Looks like she's pretty well stacked. Yeah. Yeah, I think the same. Wait. Oh, it looks like I'm pretty well stocked. Oh, never mind. Oh, I just saw the shadow shifts on the ground. That's cool. That one's fake. Melee. Haba!
Looks like that was effective.
Oh, that's not the real one. No! Ow!
The fog. It's getting thicker.
Not correct. Oh, God. Gotta use it. You're not correct. Uh-oh. Bye. Okay, I didn't die to it.
Okay. Burning flesh. I thought I'd left that life behind.
Okay. More characterization from her? Burning flesh. I thought I'd left that life behind. Excuse me? You can't just line drop that shit. Explain yourself. Explain. I thought I left behind the life of burning flesh. I'm glad she left it behind. I don't know. She's left a lot of her scruples and morality behind, but this game is adding to her story, so I actually don't know what that would be referring to. Whether she's willing to torture people or not, I mean, she's not the same Ada from Resident Evil 2. By Resident Evil 6, she's actually got a softer side of getting older and doing what she can to get by. She actively is actually going out of her way to subvert expectations and still get paid. So she, even in the game series, without saying she's got a conscience, it's obvious that's what they want her to have. But you can't just line drop that. Because now we're like, do I need to go back to the Perry books? I have a lot of questions about Ada, and that's why, yeah, her question should be answered just fine, though. Because her inclusion in 5, to me, should be kind of a given. Something that's excluded from the game, and I think would probably be included in iterations that we wouldn't think about. So Wesker gets the stamps and everything, blah, 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 blah. There's kind of a few holes in how he is able to do that, and for 6, how it occurs.
I think I'll pass.
I've headcanoned my way through how to get around it, but the easiest way to get around all of the inconsistencies is just actually having Ada present for 5. And I know she's intrinsically linked to Leon. But if we can get closure for some of her stuff that leads into 6 and 5, that'd be great, because that would give another reason for Chris to want to immediately axe her, because Chris is actually more straight-laced. He uses his anger to his advantage. He really does detest some of the things people do, blah, blah, blah. But I would like the idea of Chris and Leon going at each other's throat. Where the fuck am I going? Where? I forgot where I was going. Oh, the dude's mansion. No, I don't want that. I just like the idea of, you know, for people who have played 6, the culmination of all the events to be that Chris lost his people, Leon lost a city and the president of the United States. And it all centers around Ada, or clone Ada. Clara, whatever her name is, or whatever, I can't remember. But giving Chris an even better reason to try to shoot her down immediately by seeing that she is somebody working from the shadows and she recognizes, I believe would be a good move. I don't know if it's the move we're gonna get, but I think it'd be a good move. Oh god, I was way too slow. We're gonna have to save those things as they come up. God, I don't want all of Ada left to interpretation. They did that for so long, and that's what I think screwed up her character. Hey, real, keeping it real. Her character is getting so much better. I really do like what they've finally done with her. It took them long enough. Hold on. Hold. Parts. My power scope. Yeah, she suffered from lack of character development. Big time. Because there is no good reason to side with her in most of her endeavors. What's going on, Cav? I mean, other than siding with...
Hope there's a lead on Luis here.
That dump truck I just saw going through that window. Oh yeah, downstairs. Sorry. Got caught up in my head for a second. Yeah. Oh, wait. Chicken! Oh, God!
Fly, my pretty.
Oh, I could be... I was gonna say I could be worse, and my brain wanted to say I could be dead. So, I mean, if that gives you an idea of how are you doing? My brain's trying to be a little too real. It's like, brain, calm down. I see what you're getting at, but, you know, I'm gonna need you to back it off a few notches. Clip, clop, clip, clop, clippity, clippity, clop, clop. And... yeah, okay.
I bet they took him here.
I didn't get the... oh, God. Forgot about this. And I didn't go outside and explore anything. She getting tossed.
There is no escape.
Wait. Okay. Okay. Whee! I'm passing up items. Later regrets are not present problems.
Still after me, huh?
Shove them off. God, I last second remembered that one. Shove off. Yay.
Looks like I gave them the slip.
Jackets.
I have some new goods that might interest you.
Yeah, maybe. We can talk.
Welcome. I got something new for you.
Yeah, because I still don't remember where all the things are.
A wise choice.
Oh, wait. No. The upgrade ticket is now? It's here. It's now. It's real. I can feel it. I can taste it. I can smell it. I can... oh, God. Wait, why? Why did I get anything else that I didn't know that was already there? Okay.
A deal well
That's not fair.
struck.
That's not fair. Hold on.
Thank you.
I didn't realize it was there already. No. I'm just... come on. Oh, good. All right. I mean, now I know. Knowledge is power. G.I. Joe. All that. This is cheap. Put in the cheap. Put in the cheap gems. Put in the abundance of gems. This one's actually also cheap. I shouldn't actually spend much on it. Put in the cheap gems.
Welcome.
Sell.
Came into some other bits and bobs too. I'll buy it at a high price.
Yeah, the knife.
Anything else I can help you with? We're starting to get an idea. Come
I want her knife to be the better in great.
Got something.
Oh yeah, her eyeball sight. Ghost in the Shell.
Big guys.
Standalone Complex is still one of my favorite shows.
Won't budge.
Not the remakes that I've seen so far. But they got at least the same voice actors. I don't think I can handle having a different voice actor for Bato. I need the same people with the same Bato's voice actor, and of course the Major. You talk a big game until I stab you. Which, no, you know what? That's actually talking about real life stuff. I can't say it. I was gonna comment on what she's doing and the way she's doing it being a little weird, but I believe that's exactly what I was warned about of not to comment on anymore. Oh, my dad. I'm working on if the merchant is human. I'll figure out nationality later. Is merchant merchanting? And if so, how the merchant? Everyone asks why the merchant. No one asks how the merchant. Oh God, wait. I fought my way out of this last time. I don't know if I want to do that. Tripping.
Not good.
Let's see if I can. Hold on. I'm trying to see. I see I'm getting drop frames. Let me see if I can do something about that right now. I'm gonna try to help you guys out real quick. Let me spot you guys real quick for something, and then see if I can push back ads even more. I desperately need AT&T to do fiber wire on my street. AT&T, help me. I need the better internets, please. Okay. Okay. I tried to make everything fix more. It's been buffering random times for the stream. Like, I see that there are drop frames now on my side. So, a few of those frames that were dropped are me. Not all of them. Because I'm showing excellent condition for the stream right now. Which means some of the things that are stuttering are YouTube side. I probably said one of the bad words. It's probably when I said COVID. I said it again. But it's a personal story. I'm not trying to educate today. Literally, it's a story of people coming to personal conclusions about what to do.
Not a soul inside.
YouTube. I just tried to make the ads less. Listen, I'm gonna show people my interface. I have no control. I do not have control. From here on out, the whole thing of a lot of ads and all that, there's just nothing I can really do. There's nothing I can do. And that goes for all of your favorite creators except the ones big enough that they don't have to care and YouTube doesn't make them play by the rules. So basically, if you're watching somebody stream and they've got a few 100,000 subscribers and are already verified, they don't have to play by the same rules at all. But from here on out, there's nothing I can do about that. There are checkboxes, and I just checked to see if the try to spread them out every 30 minutes and cater it to the individual was done. But if it's done as none, they will not tell you guys if I'm ever live. They won't do it anymore. No one will ever know. It's part of their new system of making it more friendly for things. They're trying to be more like Twitch. Twitch, if you didn't know, Twitch enforces that once you get a contract with them, that you have to choose how your ads get spread out. They don't even let you control it manually. So YouTube is just going the route of the way Twitch has always been, which is it does not matter what you like. Either you're big enough to get around it, but even those that are really, really big on Twitch, their contract just basically says if you play ads getting into someone's stream, you get fewer ads when you're in the stream, or you can choose that you don't play ads for someone to join your stream, but they'll get more ads during the stream. And that is the biggest choice that most Twitch creators have. Right now, my biggest choice is I set it to try to spread it out every 30 minutes and cater to people, which says it's the best results. And that's what I'm running with. It is new to me today. I am today years old when I learned about this new system. I am today years old. Yeah, I'm assuming that is part of the changes for YouTube to bring in more revenue with wait, you mean on Twitch, right? I was talking about YouTube, but I meant on Twitch was some of that. I understand where they're coming from.
Ooh, welcome.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
Things on sale, stranger.
There are some very big YouTubers that can get away with a whole lot. But I can understand the move they're making, why they're doing it. 23. If I hadn't bought the map, I'd have another exclusive upgrade ticket. I shot myself in the dick. All right. It's fine.
Molding a weapon
Wait.
to suit your specific
The red?
needs. Oh,
wait, the red.
Beauty, isn't it?
The red.
You'll get some bang for your buck.
No.
I guarantee it.
No. What's this exclusive upgrade for the Blacktail? What's the Blacktail's exclusive upgrade? What is the Blacktail's exclusive upgrade? No. It's got to be power. It's got to be power.
Don't get yourself killed.
I'll save it. It's got to be power. Uh-oh. I'm out of safe spots. Let's start up here. Hey, Blue Knight, what's going on? Okay, I got this. Wait, what? Yeah, this. I forgot to get this. And also, I took the longest way possible to do everything. My brain is working on all cylinders that my brain is allowing me to work with. Out of all of the cylinders my brain, I probably am... I'm like at 40% capacity. No. If I remember correctly, it's what I believe it is. It's like 1.5 times power. Wait, did I not get the pack of cigarettes? Did I really do all of this and not get the freaking pack of cigarettes? Oh, come on, me. Wait. You didn't... I didn't hit this.
These belong to Luis.
This everybody remember, this is my second time playing the DLC. The first one is up on YouTube in 4K for everyone to see.
Is this his frequency?
And I went from standard to freaking professional. Because that's how I roll. But I don't want to deal with the chainsaws. No, I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with you either.
Sorry, Luis. It might be a while.
Okay, but there's gotta be a good way to get around all of you. There's gotta be a decent way. No. No. No! Get away from that! No! No! But no. But no. Didn't all my screaming help? Why? Why didn't it help? This gun has more penetration, more accuracy. The other pistol, pretty sure is stronger. I don't think my problem is shot for shot. I think my problem is the problem that I've got in between my ears. I think right now we're looking at what I generally like to refer to as user error. And I have an error in the fact that I'm the one using it. Okay, I need to find I found a clean break out of there, and then I should have disabled that trap. Should have disabled that trap. Hey, just tisk. What's going on?
These belong to Luis.
Luis has big feet. You know what they say about people with big feet? Their shoe sizes always sell out.
Is this his frequency?
Or they just don't make them, and it's really inconvenient. That's what they say. Okay. Okay. I can deal with all of you guys. I need to be past a lot of you really fast here. Nope. I don't have time to deal with you. No. Get away from the explosive behind me. I couldn't do the friggin'... It worked. I was like, L1! It worked.
You're okay.
Just yeet out of there. Yeetus McFleetus. I gotta learn how to do that a little better. That was a little sloppy Sally there. I don't know if anyone's named Sally. I apologize for calling you sloppy. You probably don't deserve it. Unless you're the sloppy Sally, then fuck you. The one and only. I don't know what this. It's not insane luck. I will always try to find ways of doing it that way, and then I'll try to find the way it's supposed to be done. But I'm going to always use that way first. My objective usually is find a way that is probably not the way intended, but it works. Second objective, find the way it was supposed to be done. Third objective, can they be combined? Or can you replicate the way that you decide to do it?
Just my luck.
Oh, dude. Hold your horses. And your head. My knife is unbreakable! I can stab all the heads in the world. Actually, this knife is amazing. And I understand now why immediately for her it's unbreakable. Because you can be... She's supposed to be more stealthy. Didn't you literally just have a shield tree winner one? Did it go away as I was streaming right now in the past hour 40 minutes? What just happened?
Some new goods that might welcome. I still have some new items you might be interested.
I'm Confucian.
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The price. Well,
I'm not crazy.
That's our choice to make.
Right?
Wielding.
No, I mean, don't confirm whether I'm crazy or not, but...
Molding a weapon to suit your specific needs. Oh, it's a thing of beauty, isn't it?
I really kind of really want to get this. Can I get this?
Let us know when you've made some room.
Yeah, I'm purchasing it.
All yours, stranger.
Wait, there's another case upgrade? I did not know that.
Anything don't...
I didn't know that was the case. Send to storage. I'm waiting until I get another ticket. Then we get
Get
assigned.
yourself killed now.
Anyway. Hey, Page Gaming, what's going on? What? Oh, hacks.
Lights out.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Without the yellow, that's right. It's not full heal anymore. Stab him in the neck to go. Am I actually doing a professional, the first run of it tonight? I don't know. I'm very, very tired and sick. I'm not sick. My body is telling me I'm sick. I'm not sick. I'm just getting over the idea that I decided to stack two vaccines on top of each other at the same time, and my body went, no, why'd you do that? And I went, Halloween's coming up and I don't have time and it takes 2 weeks for it to work, and my body said no, and my son said FaceTime. Hold on, my son, FaceTime, don't go away. My son coming, swinging with the jokes. Are you kidding? Immediately saying things like, oh, he was playing Final Fantasy 14 earlier. He ran a dungeon. The healer let him die. So he already had trust issues. I'm sitting there going, what? What 10-year-old words it like that? Hey, Nash. He's just sitting there nonchalantly going, yeah, you know the last Fenrir fight? Yeah, my healer and one of the DPS died, so I just did my whole rotation that let me heal myself as a tank, and I barely got through it and all this other stuff. I was like, oh, that's actually good. Like, good job. Like, you're learning, like, how to be able to do stuff even level 50 to get through things. He's like, well, I already had trust issues because the first pull, the healer let me die, and I was like, child, the way he speaks, I don't want to break his confidence, but one day I want you to hear the way my son now speaks just casually. And he sounds like, at best, my son now sounds like you'd probably mistake it for a teenager. Like, at the minimum. All right, let's go. Let's go. Anyway. What was I doing? Hey, is there a high Nash? I believe I did. Uh-oh. Third time's the charm. Hey, Green Ranger. My son is freaking hilarious. I need to be able to. He just doesn't like. He doesn't think he's funny, so he doesn't want people listening in because he doesn't. He's like, why are you repeating what I'm saying? It's like, because that was funny. I have to write a lot of things down. He has his self-confidence is not the best. But if I could just have you guys hear a snippet of how he now just speaks in general, it's fucking hilarious. It's a treat. It's fun. Oh, wait. Hold on. Spicy sticks. I do not know where the spicy sticks are coming from. Oh, up there. I do miss him when he's not under my roof, which is only 50% of the time at most. But it does. It does make me. It makes me very sad. Really? Whoa, 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 whoa. I just stabbed him in his nuts instead of stabbing him in the head like I wanted to? Why'd I do that? Why, Ada? Good night, Sarcasm. Thank you for being here. Hope things are getting better for you. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know how much my brain can do tonight. I would love to say I could be here and say I could go all night long. All night. I don't know how long my brain. Well, I mean, I got a headshot. I see you, Paul, going there. Okay. Let's see how fast I can screw this fight up. Do this fight. Is what I absolutely meant to say. Of course I would never screw it up. There's a treasure right here. Where are you? Come here. Come here. Come here, treasures. Treasure? Treasure? Treasure's over here. Shotgun shells. Wait. Blast arrows. Do I care about getting that thing with me? No. No, I don't. But I might have to discuss the possibility of save time. Because I can do as many saves as I want to. Did I already do one for starting chapter 3? Yeah. Alright. Whee! See how badly I screwed this up? Let's go! Of course I like the OG ones.
Popular one, Luis.
Hey, dude. A little wild, a little strange. Sniper rifle was not working on your back as easily as I remember it does. You were just shirking that off.
Sorry, big guy. Can't let you go that way.
I like how she takes no mud. How is there no mud on her after she just rolled that out? I want to know how that happened. Hold on. Whoa! 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 What?
Damn.
That never happened when I played it on a much easier difficulty. Why would that randomly happen? Oh, God.
What the hell is that?
No. No! No! Yeah! I should have done it from the roof. I saw the prompt at the roof. Now I know better.
That did the trick.
Get away! Run away! Run away! Something, something. Disneyland. Nope. 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 Please be the slowest reload ever. Oh, God. I'm on the ground again.
Before it wrecks the place.
Nope. Ow. No! I'll be killed! No! Let me go! No! No! Leave Ada alone! My brain went to immediately saying leave Brittany alone. I know that that's dumb, but listen, I... Oh, shit. Hey, dude. Where'd you go? Can you... Yeah! There we go.
How many more can you take?
I'm wondering that too. He charged right at me. That small house did nothing. Hey, Herman, what's going on? Don't catch me. No! Ah, he's dead. I didn't get all the things on the ground, but he's dead. Now, the sounds you just heard me make are because I am a professional. Because I just started it up and decided not to. I don't know. Why no costume at all? Because I didn't realize it was a requirement. Otherwise, I would have dressed for the occasion. I don't know. I get confused by questions like that. Why did you have her in a costume? I'm playing pro right now. I should probably really emphasize to people right now.
The unknown.
Should I put it in the title? I'm playing professional right now. This is professional right now. You're a gamer. Resident Evil freak since day one. Played and wow, but always drawn back to RE. Hope Code Veronica comes soon. So do I. Resident Evil freak since day one. I liked Resident Evil as soon as I ran into it. Thank you. I appreciate it, Judy. Thank you. I played standard first. I am on pro. I'll put on pro. Grabbing a few unlockables for separate ways DLC. I just changed the title of the stream. I hope everyone likes it. Thank you, Judy. I appreciate that.
How chivalrous.
Though I will take that as a compliment. Because if I can be playing in a way that made you consider that I was not playing on pro,
Won't budge.
it means I'm playing well.
I got
correct?
1, I got 3.
Thank
Can I
you.
get a 5? Can I get a 5?
Thank you.
5 in the fish list. Can I get a 5 in the fish list?
Grandma? Wait a second, I just caught that. Grandma?
Words I didn't think I'd ever
Is that-
say ever.
Is it?
Can I mention ever again?
I am 37. Your portrait looks young and spry for me being 37. I was gonna say, you could be my gamer mommy. That, the entirety of that sentence does not sound correct. Me saying, like, those words just don't sound correct. So, like, what I initially wanted to say, like, we're not going with that one. Trying to keep it real with you guys.
There's a hidden laboratory downstairs. My stuff.
We'd have to. It'd have to be.
Along with the suppressant.
Yeah, that would be like. Yeah, my parents are. My dad's 76. My mom's 67. Yeah. Don't worry about the worrying too much. I think that's their ages. I forgot all of a sudden. My dad was born in 47. What does that? What does that make him? Oh God! Now the math will drive me crazy. Oh no! All right. He already had his birthday this year. My dad was born in 47. I do this all the time. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, aughts, 17. So that's 70. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. My dad's 76. I got it right. Gamer grandma. Your grandma said. I got it correct. I got my dad's age correct. I was correct. Yes, I always forget his age for some reason. Wait, why did I jump down? I forget his age all the time. But hi, Judy. Hello. What did I Here we go.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I look young and spry as well. How many people here would actually guess I'm 37? I don't know. I didn't tell people my age for the longest time. Uh-oh.
Here we go. Lights out.
Yeah, I'm swiping you out. He was not paying attention to me. That one attacks to Luis. By the way, someone said Wesker doesn't say Luis's name correctly. Wesker isn't human. He doesn't have to give two shits. Did I already say that? I think I already did, but he just doesn't have to care. He has...
Serious?
He's just like, I have no inclination to care and therefore I won't.
Luis, get back here.
This chase makes a lot more sense when I can see Luis as I'm going. Those thighs were made for lifting. That's just what they'll do. Yeah, we'll make more. Stop being sad.
We can go back up this way, then figure out our next move.
Yeah. I like the yeah that he does when Ada says like, well, we can do that. We can just make another batch. And he's making it sound, he makes it look like we are the champions, my friend. Like he makes it seem it's like one of those moments. It's like, yeah. We're gonna make another dose. Gotta make another dose. He's psyched about science. Science rules. Bill. Bill Nye, the science guy.
Hey, who are you working for anyway?
You're better off not knowing. Trust me.
Well, you can work for the devil for all I care. As long as you get me out of here.
I'm basically working for the devil, and I think I said the same thing in my own playthrough. I am basically working for the devil. You might not want me to get you out of here if you knew I was actually, like, kind of working for the devil. Because I kind of am. It's Wesker. He wants the world to... How many in the world? Yes. He wants the world dead. As a generality. Yeah, you can grapple there. I had to find that. It took me a few to find that treasure.
I'll unlock the... Huh? Where's the key?
No key. No key, no key.
This is where we part. Good luck.
Wait, this is where we part? We go our separate ways? By the way, the original cutscene, I believe she does name drop separate ways, and it made me feel stupid thinking, oh, they dropped the title, and it's like, okay, but they already did it once.
All right, first, the bindery.
It took me a few to find it. Trust me, I think you can look at my first playthrough, which was just like a week ago, and I was a confused person being like, there's a treasure, but where? Where would this be? Yeah, I end up being a little too anal when it comes to wanting to find things. But I'm not in anal mode right now. Don't have the loop for it. I'm just in normal mode of just doing things. When I get into that mode, I will absolutely have like the butter on the desk just in case I'm not slippery enough. And I will go at a game and just be like, I know where every single thing is. I wrote it down.
Well, it's perfect for a professional like. Welcome. I got something new for you.
He's got something new for me. You guys didn't know.
Stranger.
Oh.
Ooh, I'll pay a pretty penny for that.
Yeah, I didn't articulate that correctly. Cool. No, I'm so close. I'm so close to so many things that I could buy.
Come back anytime.
If her weapon is at all, like, and I'm gonna combine in this screen so I don't waste time. It doesn't take up any time doing this. If she's at all like the other unlockable weapons, like the last step, it takes so much to upgrade them, and then the last step is just like, here's like $5. It's like 10,000 or something like that for the Leon Chicago typewriter type deal. So there's professional. Okay, I'm gonna use. I'm gonna go over this. I'll just restart chapter 3 if I really need to do something. That'll be my in between save spots of I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Which is, oh my god, did my son call me out? Or my son said something. Wait. Did I tell you guys that my son said something along those lines of, like he said, I have no idea what I'm doing and I'm failing at it. Like actually in the tone of whatever I'm doing, I don't know what it is, but I am failing at it. I don't know how, like it just hit me like a dump truck. I'm just sitting in the living room, standing. I don't remember what it was. Just him just randomly deciding to throw that line at me. No idea what I'm doing and I'm failing at it. He didn't mean one specific thing and whatever. He just meant like life. It's like you are like quite a few people's spirit animal and you don't even know it, child. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, we've been here before. What are you? It's this one then. Gimme. I have that in my journal. Because I like remembering moments like that.
The first ingredient should be in this room.
First ingredient should be in this room. Can this change? We get to learn something right now. Nope. Hold on, I don't get to come back to this room because Leon comes in and then he says try a knife next time. Better for close encounters. And then all the ladies go swoon. Though, okay, and I really have to emphasize how they're characterizing them much better in this game. I have to give mad props where mad props are due. I'm gonna let this cutscene play out and let everyone notice. In the original Resident Evil 4, Leon finds it necessary to disarm Ada. Even if Leon does not trust what Ada is doing or what her motives might be, he not only doesn't disarm her like he does in the original Resident Evil 4, but he turns his back to her and takes the knife down from her throat. Meaning that there is a level of, they're trying to go for a level of characterization where Ada is, when Leon realizes where he's concerned and where Ada's concern is for someone like Leon, she's not gonna do anything. So like that, I know it's small things, but like, hey, Ramon, what's going on? I know it might seem like something small, but when you get into like having to rewrite characteristics of somebody, is it these three? When you get into like the nitty gritty of all that, that's a lot. And to decide to just do that and just let that fly, like, that is a big step. Because yes, in the original, she's got all the tech gadgets. She blinds him with her glasses. And she does this whole backflip, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And in this one, instead, Leon feels no threats of, I put the ears back on so you come in with cat ears, and it did not disappoint. Look.
You can stop right there, Leon.
I mean, he's being held up at gunpoint. She is a danger. That is a pistol.
Make me use this. Would you?
Wouldn't make me use this, would you?
Well, after 6 years, that is one hell of a greeting. Ada.
You don't seem surprised.
How he's not surprised is another good question. And then this.
Try using knives next time. Better for close encounters.
Not a bad move. Very smooth.
So who are you working for this time?
Oh, Leon. You know I don't work in town.
See, he lets go of her literal weapon hand and just sheathes his knife.
She's lost no matter what. You walk away now, and who knows? Maybe you'll live to meet me again. And then I might get you that greeting you were looking for.
You think I'm gonna give up that easy?
Right. How about we continue this discussion another time?
And then turns his back again. They can't make it any more obvious than that of what they're trying to go for, which is Leon has, and I mean, I don't want to turn this into breaking down a storyline, so I'm not going to harp on it, but this is quintessential. They're rewriting core characteristics of these people, because we do jump to Resident Evil 6 where this kind of relationship between them is established out of thin air. And it makes sense for them to be like this, but out of fucking thin air is that just established that they'd look out for each other. And like an unconscious Leah slash Ada slash unconscious Leon will look out for each other. Like, they will get each other's backs. And they do have a trust of each other type deal. But it comes out of left field. There's no reason to trust this woman, especially in Resident Evil 4 when she does the same thing of stealing the thing, holding him up at gunpoint, doing all those things. At this point, Leon is aware that after the events of Resident Evil 2, like how they remade it, they took the kiss out. So the kiss is no longer a thing. They do not have the smoochies. But with the kiss out, what they added in was the idea of she was lying, she was faking, she was willing to hurt, and then she ended up not hurting and instead helped. And that is enough for Leon to actually have knowledge that Ada exists and possibly might be involved with something else, bioterrorism, that they can build on in other games, that Leon would expect her to show up if there's another bioterrorism type deal, because she might be contracted to go do the same thing she did in Resident Evil 2. The difference being this time, Leon has no scruples with the idea of, like, he's basically, as soon as he showed that she cannot treat him like Resident Evil 2, he's not green behind the gills, he's not fresh, he actually knows what he's doing, and she's a hand-to-hand combat expert. She's supposed to be the stealth one, and he's the one that one-ups her in that confrontation. Yes. Right after that, it's all of a sudden like she's saying very smooth, being very sensual with him. And you can tell right from there, she's helping him randomly, and then she doesn't have any, in 2 when she kisses him in the original one. Yeah, you could say that. I know, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I'm just saying it's really good characterization. There's really small things that make it so that as they remake 5 and then possibly 6, probably 6 or something about 6, when they go down that rabbit hole of continuing on, it now makes much more sense. There is not some big leap of logic. It's just Leon's confidence in his own abilities, and when he can show Ada that he can't be walked all over, even if maybe he has a fetish for being walked on in those heels. Doesn't matter. He's willing to not only let go of her weapon, unlike the original Resident Evil 4, where he took her weapon, dropped the mag, and popped the one in the chamber and threw it to the side. He didn't trust her. Now he trusts her. And that's a big difference. He trusts she will be good to him. That's it. And I think that's great writing, because if you go back now and somebody new plays it, if somebody hasn't played the original games and this is their first exposure, it will make much more sense if they decide to go dip into Resident Evil 6. Much more sense that Ada or Leon ever stick their necks out for each other. It makes no goddamn sense coming off of Resident Evil 4. If there's nothing else that happens between them, between Resident Evil 4 and 6, it makes no fucking sense. It's like, oh, they've been horny that whole time, that hard, that they just look out for each other when they're being attacked. No. They do both feel like outcasts. They both feel like their lives were changed in the same incident. They both feel like they are on different sides of the law. But Leon did and could tell in Resident Evil 2 that while she moralistically was on a great area, she couldn't pull the trigger. She couldn't do it. So she's already had the chance in the remakes to kill Leon once, and she didn't do it. And because of that, he just has to basically show her what's what, and then he doesn't have to worry about it again. So, like, he did the right thing because he could have been wrong. So by possibly being wrong, he dropped his pistol and actually did go hand to hand with her, given the idea that he was being held at gunpoint. If she was serious, she might be asking questions, and you don't want to be shot in the back of your head because you decided not to drop your firearm. There are a few things to do in a situation like that, but usually one of them is not trying to be defiant and pulling off all this stuff. If you don't know where they are, where they came from, you're not going to pinpoint them exactly. So he did the right thing, and then exactly as soon as they're finished fighting, he just doesn't fucking care anymore. He just doesn't care. And then he just turns his back to her. I can't stress that enough. He turns his back to her. That's a big deal.
Leon.
So, and he does it not only once, but twice. He turns his back twice. So it's not, oh, Leon's being sloppy. It's he does trust that she actually has a moralistic gray area that includes he's not subject to whatever. And his intuition is correct. No, I'm not trying for Nest Plus run right now. I'm on New Game Plus. This is my second time playing the game. My first time is on Standard, and you can go see it at your leisure on my channel whenever you'd like to. This is my literal second time playing the game. She did insinuate he has a big deal. I mean, is a big... I mean... Yeah. Well, people bond over shared trauma all the time. In this case, it's more than that, though. It's less bonding and more...
Have the same sin.
She actually...
Seems simple enough.
Okay, so, oh god, I'm gonna get sidetracked, but my brain can't keep a straight thought. It's the big takeaway is that once again, I try to say this because as people come in and out of my streams, if they don't know that I like breaking down storylines, maybe I can do it for your favorite Resident Evil games, and then you'll go watch me play like The Last of Us Part 1 and 2. Because if you're watching this right now, my Last of Us playthroughs are both blind. I know it's been years since it came out, but since there were leaks that came out for The Last of Us Part 2, I just avoided the game entirely. Plus, I had emotional trauma. So, you know, I avoided the game for quite a few reasons. So maybe if I can do breakdowns on Resident Evil games, some of you will go off and watch the other stuff that I do that I actually take more pride in, which is the stuff I created this channel for. Breaking down storylines and characterizations. And I've many times broken down the idea that Chris goes through a very big cycle that just repeats itself, and so does Leon. Leon's cycle is the other side of what trauma like this will do, and Ada does fit him like they're two pieces to a puzzle. It's just you do not know what kind of puzzle that they're going to make, and that puzzle has no edges to be based off of. It's a very complicated puzzle that they're fitting together in. But unlike Chris, And I always juxtapose against Chris because they do run into each other in Resident Evil 6, and they are chasing the same person. And their motivations, you can see that they immediately have different ways of, even in Resident Evil 6, when facing each other. Chris is out of anger, Leon's out of justice. Like, Chris is going on blind rage, chasing down the Ada imposter. And Leon wants answers, and because, especially since he thought he could trust Ada to some degree, and this doesn't seem like Ada. He knows better, and Chris is bitching about he lost his people, his squad. But the United States was hit with the Bioterrorism Act, and the president was killed. So there's a bigger issue that Chris is blind to. Chris goes through an arc of basically he trusts the people, but even he was kicked out of the Air Force before he became STARS. I don't remember his backstory, and it's changed once about being kicked out of STARS, but he goes on to this new unit. He gets kicked out of the Air Force or whatever from the Air Force. He joins STARS. He trusts the people there. When he trusts everybody there, he gets somebody turns on him. For continuity's sake, it is Wesker. It is Chris that plays through the mansion. Jill early on gets captured by Barry, who figures out that Barry figures out Jill caught on to too much, disarms her and puts her in the jail cell. Barry's family is being threatened in Resident Evil 1. So it is continuity wise that you do go through the mansion, look as Chris, which does bring in the continuity of Rebecca Chambers does belong in Resident Evil 1. That makes Resident Evil 0 make more sense, because if you play as Jill, Rebecca Chambers isn't there, and you don't really get to see, and Chris would have been locked up when he should have met her. No. You play as Chris. Chris believes that he's doing everything for the right reason, and then it gets shoved in his face. Basically, everything went haywire. It's just like when he was in Air Force, where he did the right thing. I believe his backstory. Basically, he did what he believed was right, and he didn't care if he got kicked out for doing the right thing. He did what he believed was right. Then he realizes there's somebody he can't trust. He has an issue with that. He wants to get to the bottom of it. But for him, it's anger, it's vengeance, it's going after all these things. He's basically Batman type deal. But he goes to HQ, to Europe, and he wants to figure out what Umbrella knows, and he wants to get to the bottom of it. So he's like a problem solver that uses his anger as a driving force to go forward. As opposed to Leon. Leon is a problem solver as well. However, he puts the world on his shoulders. He believes every death that he comes across is his fault for not being able to act fast enough. Chris does a lot of those same characteristics, but Leon, instead of using it as any anger or motivational drive, for him it is depression and reasons why he's not good enough. And he brings it in on, he didn't save enough people, he didn't do enough to save those people, he couldn't avenge enough people, basically Leon is always in a cycle of not being good enough. And that is a very big difference in characteristic traits between Chris and Leon. So when you do any story for Chris, it makes more sense for action, because he, out of anger and spite, will go after people to uncover the same truth that Leon might have gone after, but I say heavily might. Whether you actually follow the Perry books and realize that Resident Evil 2 Remake does follow them, and so you have to realize Leon did show up to Raccoon City late because he was drunk, not only because he was told to show up later, but he did not get in a hold of the precinct because they were already overrun. Long story short, he was, yes, told to show up a bit later, but he showed up even later than that. And by the events of Resident Evil 2 Remake, the reason would be he was drunk in a hotel because his girlfriend broke up with him for him deciding to go serve in Raccoon City. She gave him an ultimatum. Yes, it's in the books. You have to go find it. But so is the names Mr. X and Trenchy. And they do use those now in the game. They use some of the set pieces in the game. And his reasoning for even being an agent in this game, Resident Evil 4, is from the books as well. It's basically you either become, you debrief and become one of us, or we're just going to chop up Sherry over and over. They held Sherry hostage. He had to become that. That's the only thing. Other than that, he was drunk in a hotel room and he should have been showing up late. He showed up too late. And by the time he could have tried to call into the precinct, they had already backed the barriers to Raccoon City. And so that's why he got right past the barriers and got to a gas station that was already overrun with people that are infected. It's not a big leap. It's blah, 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 blah. It is explainable. All the barriers are brought back in. So he does what he believes is right, even if it's his first day and his only day. He goes and tries to do what he's supposed to. But he does show up late because he got sad, he got drunk. They do in the CGI movies and in later games really emphasize that Leon is an alcoholic. And that is not me just like, oh, I'm so stipulating on that one. No, that's straight up actually in the in not only the games, but the movies. Leon is a bona fide addicted alcoholic, and he drowns himself in a bottle because he is super depressed. And unlike Chris, who drowns himself in a bottle after he loses his squad, believing that he should have been able to do something and had to watch them die, and he doesn't want to take control again, Leon just drowns himself in a bottle every single time he believes he could have done more, and he doesn't. So he's willing to take different kinds of risks than Chris is, but he does go through a cycle of, I'm going to do the right thing. The right thing got me basically backstabbed. The right thing got me betrayed. Chris goes through and says, I'm going to do the right thing. I was betrayed. I'm going to do the right thing. It's backwards. I know. I'm just trying to speed run base. I am speed running characteristic traits. It is backwards, but it does work for both characters, because for Leon, it leads to the idea of he tried to do the right thing. It doesn't work. Therefore, it's his fault. For Chris, feeling like it's vengeance of being backstabbed first, and that he's trying to do the right thing, means that he's using it as motivation to uncover and keep going, while Leon is almost willing to stop dead in his tracks. It comes down to a cycle of the beginning of this game, as they've remade it, said that he went through 6 years of hell, tortured through all of that stuff. Project Javier, he's now a part of. He might have been the last survivor to try to HVAC out. He might have tried to cut a house for Krauser, we don't know. But when it comes all cyclical and whatnot, Leon goes into a situation, he feels like he fails, he drowns in a bottle, he puts it all on his shoulders, he picks himself back up because he knows he's needed again, or someone forces him to be needed again. He goes there again. The CGI movies do the exact same thing. He goes, he does what he believes is the right thing to do, just like day one of being a cop. That's why Ada points out, you, Leon S. Kennedy, you haven't changed at all. He hasn't. He's the exact same. And that's why I can double, triple, and quadruple down on the idea of he was drunk in a hotel. That's why he got there late. It wasn't just he was told to show up late. He also was in the hotel too late. So he wouldn't have known about any of it. All lines of communication would have been cut off to the city already. That's why he's racing in his civvy clothes. Like he was, he had no time. So anyway, she knows and can tell by his character, he hasn't changed at all. He never really does. He just jumps in. He has not, I wouldn't say the moralistic high ground, but he does have a sense of there is right and wrong in the world, and he will abide by the correct thing. Where everyone else, like even Chris, will bend his morality. When he's chasing, for example, Resident Evil 6, he's going after the fake Ada. He's willing to put someone down out of vengeance rather than because his morality gets warped and bent right then, right there. His morality gets bent again in Resident Evil 8. He should have told Ethan, and he didn't. Chris's morality is allowed to be in this gray nebulous area because it's dictated by the surroundings around him of what he believes is the right thing for a vengeful arc over and over, where he sees injustice and he believes he needs to go fix it. And when he sees people that will not side with him or go against him, that it is anger, and that anger drives him back into vengeance, drives him back into the right thing, but the right thing at that time, while Leon will be predictable. Leon becomes very, very, very predictable on he will do the right thing, period. The Leon from Resident Evil 2 will do the exact same things as Leon from Resident Evil 6. However, it's just amount of training. That's the only difference. The amount of training for Leon is the only character arc he's got. And that does actually make a big difference, because when it comes down to it, Ada's character arc is about the same. She won't change either. And she won't change except for the incidents that do change her that are small and in between. But one of them was Raccoon City, where old Ada would have apparently also burned people. But basically, Ada is willing to do whatever it takes for the contract to get the job done. And then she, in the last second of Resident Evil 2, didn't do what it took to get the contract done. She should have shot Leon, and she didn't. And it almost cost her her life. And in that moment in Raccoon City, she even in this game is saying she's undergoing a change herself. Things have changed for her. And in the end of this game, she could have handed the Amber over. She doesn't. She decides to go against that. She isn't necessarily as different as you would like it to be, but her is almost like, it's almost like at the same pace that Leon is going to and fro. Ada's morality is actually now being written to catch up to Leon slowly but surely. And Ada, you can almost look at as being Leon's in the shadows counterpart, where Leon's always going to assume that Ada, wherever he goes and where he's assigned, Ada might and will show up. He just makes the assumption. So why doesn't she add, yeah, like, why doesn't she add anything to she makes it sound like it's interesting that Leon expected her to be there, but Leon knows better at this point. He knows that if she's alive, he could expect it. So it infers that in all that time, he hasn't been dealing with bioterrorism. He's been dealing with actual agency stuff. Or it infers that if he did deal with it, that he hasn't had a reason to look out for Ada. When it comes down to something like this, when he's gone in for the president's daughter and there is a bioterrorist action going on with the cult, he does actually expect that Ada would, if Ada's going to show up somewhere, she's going to show up. So he doesn't even need to turn around. He knows the voice. He knows it's Ada. It doesn't surprise him. It's very hard to surprise him. I guess that would be the biggest difference between him at Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4. But from here on out, things just don't surprise him. If he can count on it happening because of human nature, he just accounts on that. That is, again, another reason why in Resident Evil 6, him and Chris go at it. He knows Chris. So he counts on Chris being the Chris that he should know. When Chris loses his mind for losing his team, Leon basically has to fight Chris because it is a Chris who's driven by vengeance and not thinking this through. You cannot kill the suspect. Chris usually knows that, but his vengeance, his anger, he will break his morality to get the job done. Leon won't. He'll just get another bottle of alcohol. It's almost like as the story progresses, they're trying to get us to a point where Resident Evil 6 would make sense that Ada is doing the same thing Leon is doing, but being paid to do it from the shadows. And that is literally called a mercenary. And that would make way more sense. Because for those of you who don't know, mercenaries are not a fake thing. They're very real. I could say Blackwater and people might know that one. But we do send out mercs. As a U.S. government, we do know that we have ROE we've got to follow. There are rules of engagement, and we cannot break them. Those that are serving currently that break things like that can be Article 15, like in a heartbeat. It's no joke. There's certain things that you have to abide by when you serve in the military. So what do you do to get around that? You do hire mercenaries. One of my childhood friends growing up actually signed up and became a mercenary. He worked overseas for a while. Can't really talk about that. He lost his thumb. He came back on over. So it's one of those things of like, I even have personal experience of knowing someone who worked as an active mercenary across the seas, and their job was basically to do what our American government could not in certain circumstances. Why do I bring all that up? Ada's becoming that. Ada, like, where does she fly off to with the Amber? Well, technically, she's going to fly off to the next highest bidder, and most likely she's giving it to the predecessor of the Connections or someone of that, because it does come into play again. So the Amber is out there, but it doesn't have to be out there anymore, because now we know that the Amber being in contact with Krauser's body means that Krauser's body is just as good as the Amber. So they got around the plot hole of the Wesker never needs the Amber again. They have Krauser's body, and Krauser's parasite is just as good. It mutated Krauser's parasite in his body. So where did she do with it? Well, technically, she basically just took the money and ran. She took the money, she took the moral high ground for once, and she went. Now she's got character progression where she will work in the shadows. She'll do what her moral scruples are even less than Leon's, except when they're not. She actually does have a baseline now of an idea of where she will not dip below anymore, and it's Leon doing it to her. It makes for a much more compelling argument and arc of character progression, especially as we go towards the idea of remaking Resident Evil 6, where now you have somebody, it's just two halves of the same coin. You have somebody who's working, in one half it's Leon, he's doing the right thing, he's being paid by the right people to do the right thing, and he's doing it for the right reasons that he would always do it for. And you have Ada, someone who's also doing technically the right thing, because she won't give it over to just anybody. She'll work for people still as a mercenary, but she does have a standard Leon set that standard for him starting in Resident Evil 2. And she's doing what Leon's not able to accomplish because he's held back by his own government. And it makes a much more compelling arc of the idea of they're in the same situation, more or less. Ada can't leave that life because she's got too many connections of people who don't want their secrets out. They'd have hits out on Ada in a heartbeat if she didn't keep working, and she's already got hits out on her in like the movies, the game, I can't remember where. It insinuates that basically people want Ada dead. While at the same time, people want Leon dead left and right all the fucking time. So it's not like that's really any different. They can't really stop what they're doing because if Leon backs out, Sherry gets dissected. By the time Resident Evil 6 happens, he could have backed out, but then the president dies. And the president that's willing to back the idea of letting people know what happened to Raccoon City dies with his dream of just letting the truth out and basically letting him let go of this burden of knowing things in the cycle of his depression. I do like that characterization. Resident Evil 4 sucked at making Ada actually believable to have that kind of character arc. It was all fucked. It just didn't work. Because this Ada actually can be trusted, as shown by, yes, he can disarm this Ada, but he doesn't have to. He can best her with a knife, and then he can let her have a loaded pistol as he turns around. Like, it makes it so this Ada, obviously, from someone who's 6 years in training, going through hell, talking about, like, in the prologue of this game, he didn't even know if he'd survive all these things. It makes it so that that person who knows better to never turn his back, turns his back on her. It's a level of trust that doesn't have to be spoken, and I really appreciate that. So it makes it so that Resident Evil 6 makes a lot more sense. He would defend Ada. He knows that Ada, in Resident Evil 6, if you haven't played it, just whatever, it's your choice. But in Resident Evil 6, he has reason to believe that this would not be Ada's work. Ada would not do this. The games give you no indication of why he would believe that. The games never tell you that in the originals. It was something that was kind of haphazardly shoved into Resident Evil 6 of the idea of that they just have this mutual admiration / unrequited love for each other, and it just never... Now they're actually explaining it. It gets actually fleshed out and finally fucking makes sense. And it's just... It's better. It's just better for characterization. You don't have to like it better than the original. I'm not telling you what to like and what to not. I'm just saying for characterization's sake, more or less of an opinion and more of a how do you write stories and how do you go from somewhere and how do you not write yourself into a corner. This is written, I know it's still an opinion, but it's almost at the point of when you dissect how good writing is structured, you could say that if you tried to fit the structure of character arcs, things my son's learning in 5th grade right now, if you tried to fit that structure and you tried to slam Leon and Ada onto that structure of like the hero's journey, like rising action, climax, falling action, resolution, blah, blah, blah. But even further than that of like how people become how they are, their motivations, their, you know, the idea of an anti-hero, the idea of protagonists seeing the eyes through the world, that does not make them the hero of the story. The protagonist can also be the villain because the protagonist is simply the definition of who you see the eyes through, usually the hero. And so when it comes down to the idea of you just have to slap their character arcs and how they're told on that template of what makes a good story and how do you not write yourself into a corner, this one checks all the boxes. Resident Evil 4 checks very few of them. It just doesn't hold up very well for checking boxes of a story that can continue without retconning itself or stepping on its own toes. And that's my little spiel on all this of just like, I do really appreciate those moments of what they've done with it because it does matter in the long run. I mean, it's one of the biggest complaints people have about Resident Evil 6. It's too fragmented. Like, no one gives a shit. It's just an idea of no one gives a shit about a lot of the stories that's happening in Resident Evil 6. And why don't they care? You aren't given too many reasons to care. Like, you're given a reason out of Sherry if you've played Resident Evil 2. Like, that's your reason for liking Sherry in Resident Evil 6. You had to play Resident Evil 2. Making it a requirement to play a game to have a connection, and that's your baseline for writing, is shitty writing. Now, me being able to give you a narrative of like a recap of what's happening, and all of a sudden the game gives you reasons to want to side with or root for or do whatever. Like, that's a little different. And Resident Evil 6 doesn't do that. It just puts Jake and Sherry Jake, you're supposed to like because he is Wesker's biological child. Sherry, you're supposed to like because she's Wolverine. The end. Oh, it's the same Sherry from Resident Evil 2. Cool, kudos. Well, a lot of people didn't start with Resident Evil 2. When they picked up a lot of those games, they started with Resident Evil 4. So there's a whole generation of people who started with 4, got to 5, and got to 6 and said, what the fuck? And so you don't have those two characters are just not written at all well, period. But then you get to the characters that should be written well. If you're starting with 4, 5, 6, think of those as a compact whatever. If you start with 4, you do have the basis for thinking Leon is somebody that you should, in some capacity, feel for, or at least when it comes to the franchise, his role in Resident Evil 6 is to be the T-virus type, we're going back to Resident Evil 1 roots kind of storyline, where things happen, there's a bioterrorism outbreak, there's all this stuff going on. Leon is like your grounded, this is Resident Evil storyline, that's part of the arc. So if you don't like anything else, that's why people many times point to Leon's as being the only part of it, of all 3 sections, that they like. Because you don't really have to like anything but the concept of zombies, give me more of that. Chris, on the other hand, you do have to have an investment, and it's kind of a middle ground. Do you have to have played the other games? No, they do enough backstory telling in Resident Evil 6 to be able to get you invested in Chris until he fucking fights Leon. And then he makes no goddamn sense. Like, they do not do his characterization enough in that one game. What I see these remakes as doing very, very well is that they are building on each other, and they're not afraid to basically do the dreaded thing that you do avoid in writing. This is very much unless you're Lost, like the show Lost, and I literally mean the show Lost, where you can do flashbacks and flash sideways. Okay, let's do that. Excuse me. Unless you're like a show like that, where your whole thing is based on flashbacks of you learn about your present through the past continuously all the time. It's an overused trope. And so having to tell your story through flashbacks can be very infuriating, especially as a writer who has to continue on a series. I mean, think of Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 6 would have benefited from a lot of flashbacks from earlier games. One, they didn't have it because they didn't have earlier games running on the RE engine or whatnot. They would have looked different. They would have had to do them from scratch. So you get a lot of exposition dump. But who cares? It's the idea of just who fucking cares. No one cares. So in all of those things of like the story that you're presented with, I think the way that they're going about it is an idea of you can have flashbacks and it not detract from the story. Flashbacks are just literally the bane of a writer's existence. A flashback is the biggest, and usually when you go to college to learn how to be a writer, you actually go to college to learn, get your English major, creative writing is your emphasis. You'll learn the same thing. A flashback is a crutch. You do not want to use flashbacks. There is a huge asterisk next to that. A flashback is a crutch unless you planned on it from the beginning. If you planned on it from the beginning, it's a realization. And you can use the flashback as a catching people up to speed and giving a character realization, an epiphany that wouldn't have been there without the flashback with the normal stuff happening together. I think, and this is, I don't want people to like, you know, I'm not shipping myself to this. I'm not tying myself down to this theory, but my theory on where they're going with the games is that they want to make it so that the epiphanies in 5 and 6, as they remake these games, are something that are natural. And as they come to an epiphany, you have this idea of characters that they can bring back. They can show you what's going on. They can give you a flash of everything that's happened. And especially for 5, that does rely on a flashback of how did Jill get captured? Where did Jill go? They could just make that into a playable section now. And a playable section coupled with the idea of Chris putting together what the hell happened would be planning a flashback. It's almost like when I was a photographer and I said, unless you planned on using Photoshop when you took the photo, Photoshop is a crutch. You should, as a photographer, learn how to take good photos and learn how to compose the photos. If you basically have to sit down in Photoshop every time to deliver your client good photos, you're not a good photographer. You're a good Photoshop user. You're not a good photographer. There's a difference. If you took a shot knowing I will do this, that, and the other in Photoshop, then you actually are still a good photographer. You planned ahead knowing, like I've shown you guys my own photography, where I knew things like I was losing a sunset. Therefore, I will take a photo and I know how to fake a sunset if it's taken from this one angle. The shadows still work, everything works, but I want the sunset. I know how it looked. I can recreate some of that in Photoshop and get the look I'm going for, but that was all on the spot. I knew what I was going to do in the office before I even took the photo. When it comes to flashbacks, they work only when you know you're going to use it from the get-go. And I think what they're doing here is giving you a lot of reasons to look back on the story and have an epiphany of, like, you can actually now play, probably in Resident Evil 5. I'd put money on that part, that you're actually going to play the part where it's Jill and Chris going through, because they already got the AI for the fucking sidekick done better. They'd have Sheva done better and Sheva, whatever. And so when you get to Oswald E. Spencer being murdered and whatnot, having to beat Wesker, it would make more sense to have to play that and then have, like, see her go out the window and it'd be like a different perspective, where you get to see that he thinks he sees from Chris's perspective, like, what's happening. And then you get the flashback of what actually happened, and he puts together that Jill's always been different from Revelations 2. Jill's just she's always been different, and you can put together this whole compilation of, you realize that it's going to be Jill under the hood before you have to realize it's Jill under the hood type deal. You see what I mean? You can plan ahead for a lot of that. And when you plan ahead for it, it just works out better. In Resident Evil 6, they're going to have to do that. To make you invest in a lot of the characters, they're just going to have to do flashbacks that you might not like unless they do them correctly. And I think this is the way they do them correctly. This is the way that you get away with it. You do make in-game, in your own engine, while you're doing all this, you do make a reason for there to be a backstory to be told. You make a reason for Chris's story to be at all shown again, for why he will not put the gun down and why he's going to try to kill Ada. Or the Ada clone, basically. You would have a flashback of Leon's still thing of, he will not put it down because he is seeing, like, justice for a dead president that was going to back him. In both of those things, you have the idea of, there we go. You have the idea of, it works because you can have a moment of being able to characterize them without having to play the damn game, yet you get to see that their motivations are rock solid. It's a moment in Resident Evil 6 where all of a sudden you can just relate to Chris because you can basically see his trauma. The idea that they would, in the engine, remake the idea of he can't suffer more trauma. He can't lose another partner. He can't lose another squad. He can't lose more people. And anyone who would kill them has to die. He is tired of letting those people live and get away with it. He's tired of, like, he goes after Umbrella, but, like, he can't get Wesker. He's tired of what? He's just tired with the bullshit of never seeming to get it done. While Leon is tired of failing people. So the idea of he's already failed so many and he sacrificed so much of his life to save Sherry, to try to save, at one point, Krauser, to try to save the president and try to save a country from, you know, knowing the truth, blah, blah, blah. It would behoove the idea of it's when you write stories and you plan for the flashback, you can also plan for one other thing. There doesn't have to be someone intrinsically right or wrong. And that is the innate problem with Resident Evil 6 having Leon and Chris actually go at it for any reason. One does feel like they're in the wrong. Chris feels like he is wrong for what he's doing. He straight up feels like he's in the wrong because there's no characterization to say he's not wrong. While Leon straight up feels like the one that cannot be moved for moralization and like characterization. He's just immovable object of how he will view the world. Chris, in his anger, seems wrong. In a very well-written story, both sides are just as justified. It's not about being right. It's about the other, seeing the fallacy or the wrong part of the other side. And that's like human nature. I've talked about that before. In Chris, Leon is wrong for stopping him from getting justice, while Leon sees Chris as wrong for not seeing that justice is not killing Ada. Those are both very valid viewpoints on how justice should be carried out. But as 6 stands right now, Chris feels like he is dead wrong. And the way that you get away from, I can't do that randomly anymore. But basically, this is the way you get away from that. That you give them characterizations where Chris, you can without having to play the other games, and you can have moments of realization in 5, and if they have played the other games, you know, basically do what they did with Resident Evil 7 and 8, where Resident Evil 8 had a optional, if you'd never played the games, you could go see the storyline. There's a movie put together for you in 8 that if you've never played Resident Evil 7, you can just hit the movie button on Resident Evil 8, and they'll tell you what happened in Resident Evil 7, so you're nice and up to speed. You don't actually even have to play 7. They can do the same thing for 5 and 6, so you don't have to actually have played the games. But in a very good story, like, neither of them should have been innately the one that's right or wrong. It should have just been they are driven in justice, and justice looks like it's played out in 2 different means, and they stand in each other's way of justice. And that is a much better motivator, and makes it so that you would have a conflicted audience who would say, yes, Chris should just kill Ada. It doesn't matter if it's Leon's Ada. She is now a danger. While Leon would say, no, to be able to get to the bottom of what happened with his situation that Chris didn't live through, you must keep Ada alive. Chris, you're wrong. Chris is saying, Leon, you're wrong. And it just, it's the way it should be written. Again, I don't want to hitch my wagon to that horse, but it feels like that's what they're going with these new remakes. It feels like that's the direction they're going when they're going into 5 and 6. It really does. And if you just want my big TLDR, I like the characterizations they're doing, especially because it's a gap filler for all the characterization they didn't do. It makes more sense, and it makes the characters more likable, more relatable, and it makes it easier for later on for you to have, like, the idea of, in 6, Ada and Leon protect each other. And at one point, out cold, was it Leon out cold? Ada has to protect her? Like, that's not, it doesn't matter who's protecting who. They don't have that motivation built up innately until you basically remade the games right here. And then it actually makes sense. I hope that makes any sense to anyone who's actually a fan of the franchise, because the game does suffer when the game hits. It feels like when the game hits dead on with science, it suffers in story. When it hits dead on with story, it suffers in science. Resident Evil 4 suffers in both the original. The back third of the game just doesn't fit with the rest of the game. If you remember your old memories of playing Resident Evil 4 if you're old enough to when it first came out, you probably remember replaying it all the way up to Salazar's castle and taking a break, because it feels like a natural break, because it feels like a natural pause, because it doesn't naturally feel like what's going on. Like, it doesn't, if it doesn't, nothing, it's unnatural. Anyway. You don't know, I'm from Ukraine. From where? You're making a lot of assumptions of where I am and where I'm from, you know, right? But anyway, like, you can't say that. You are assuming that you made a huge assumption in that, so I have to kind of hide you on this channel. I'm sorry. Find another channel to have that hot take on Sasha Platt. I tried to let you stay. You made a huge jump in logic on what I've been through and where my assumptions will come from, especially trying to bring up something like that, like a conflict like I haven't seen it before. I haven't had to live through where you're talking about, but anyway. The TLDR is the basic, when you write a story like this, yes, there doesn't have to be an intrinsic evil when it's 2 good guys going at it. And Resident Evil 6 really suffers from that. Because there isn't good or bad, it's just motivation. And the motivation for both is to find justice. And both of them are just as valid in the justice they're trying to find. It's just they stand in each other's way of justice, if that makes sense. Which is much better when you have 2 heroes of the series. 2 protagonists at some point, but out and out heroes of the series and the franchise actually point weapons at each other. You need to have them have both very good reasons. In 6, Chris just feels like he's wrong out and out. So I like all that. Which separate ways do I like? I like this one way better. They actually flesh her out. This is way better. Okay, let's go back. Oh, I'm actually very, very tired now. Thank you, Yankee Frankie. I appreciate that. Is Ada more of an anti-hero? She doesn't start out as one, but she kind of becomes one. That is what I'm getting at, and that's what I think the writers are getting off. Yeah, the standoff scene in 6 does feel lame. For that reason, it just doesn't feel right. Thank you, Yankee Frankie. It's because it just doesn't feel right, and I think I described why it wouldn't feel right. I really appreciate the support. I'm pretty sure, like, I am trying to get to the idea of, yes, Ada's kind of like a Deadpool maybe ish thing going on. I don't know if you'd want to go that far, but she is definitely someone who is definitely towing the line. But I don't think Ada's intrinsically from Resident Evil 2 out. I don't think whatever Ada's backstory they're gonna make it into, I don't think she is the person that could commit evil atrocities like they're talking about the smell of burnt people in the past. Like, did Leon and Claire adopt
Can I get a 5? Can I get a 5? 5 in the fishnets. 5 in the fishnets. Can I get a 5 in the fishnets?
No, and then yes.
Can I get a 5 in the fishnets? Words I didn't
Thank you,
think
Smooth.
I'd ever say ever. Can I mention ever again?
Did Leon and Claire adopt Sherry? No. Leon actually gave up his freedom to protect Sherry. He did not adopt her. That's why he's actually in Resident Evil 4. His 6 years of training was because either he joined up and they used Sherry as a hostage, basically, to force him into doing that. He was able to survive the bioterrorism outbreak. It's likely that he was part of the 10% that might have been immune, and they basically said, we'll chop up Sherry. Is Sherry considered a weapon of mass destruction? Yes, she is considered a bioterrorist weapon. Yes, she is. Sherry is actually under a lot of lock and keys, and that's exactly what makes Leon into being forced into serve. Leon didn't want to serve. Leon was forced into it. So is she a weapon of mass destruction? That's a different classification. Is she a bioterrorist weapon? Yes. She is a walking bioterrorist weapon. Because as much as they've tried to write her character arc into it and tell you enough in 6, they don't really emphasize enough whether they actually concluded if she genetically could be used as a weapon. Hey, Jacob, what's going on? They didn't give us a very definitive, could she and her genetics be used as a bioterrorist weapon? They just said basically she is a walking biohazard. So Sherry is basically fucking Wolverine. I mean, and I'm not even kidding. For those who haven't played 6, one of the opening scenes is her pulling out a shard of plane from her side. What kind of shirt am I wearing? I need to go find the link. It's a linen shirt that I call it my office shirts now because, good God, does it get hot in here. But anyway, that's enough. I know I'm not reacting very well to getting the flu and COVID boosters at the exact same time in the same arm at the same day. I'm still feeling a little under the weather. Better than me losing more of my lung. I am still missing functionality of the bottom third of my right lung. So there's a good reason for me to, feel bad for a few days rather than not be able to breathe. Yeah. Sherry's infection needs no suppression. That's the problem with what goes on with Sherry and what needs to be fleshed out in 6 or whatever else comes up for her. Hey, Jordan, what's going on? Sherry is actually, because of this isn't quite how antigens work, because I believe that's what they label as what they give Sherry to help suppress the G virus going through her body. So it's not quite how it works, but it is not out of the realm of things that could work. The way that it's suppressing her is it's the same thing of how the virus is suppressed in Jill's system. Both of them are never cured. In Resident Evil 2, Sherry's never cured. In Resident Evil 3, Jill is never cured. The T-virus in Jill's body is used by Wesker. Wesker does use that as one of the last pieces he needs to the puzzle to be able to do his big scheme of changing the world into him being the god and that Wesker's the best. So Wesker's the best of those gods, and in a world where basically Wesker doesn't have to inject himself with anything else, everyone that lives in that world has to live in this kind of new atmosphere, and the weak survive the strong. The strong survive, the weak die. Don't have mental breakdown, please, Jordan. I hope things are going well, other than mental breakdown. But so when it comes down to like the science of how that works, that can get a little finicky. But it is suffice to say, if you could, in a human being, introduce an antigen that would innately in their body help them actively make their own suppressing type anything for any foreign body, foreign substance in their body, then you would run into the idea of you could have a Sherry like she is. She doesn't have to take anything actively. In Resident Evil 2, they already explained that. Resident Evil 2 Remake. Birkin was trying to infect Sherry because the G virus innately does better with somebody who has their own biological makeup. And that actually comes to fruition because Sherry is the completed, perfected G virus. Sherry is what her dad was going for. Her dad was going for someone who could be exactly like Sherry. Sherry basically, not basically, she is that. Sherry did become that. So Sherry does have a lot that you could grow off of, but she is she can't age as fast. She can't basically get hurt and die without decapitating her. And I don't know if decapitation works on her. Straight up in the pseudoscience of this game, I do not know if she could actually heal from that. It shouldn't be possible, but now on the beach just chilling. Oh, that's nice. But anyway, Sherry is the perfected G virus. So she takes nothing to suppress it. Her body naturally suppresses the thing, while Jill is the perfected T virus. Asterisk T Veronica was destroyed. So yeah, she the Golgotha virus. She is that. That's exactly what Birkin was going after in the first place. So yeah, the idea of being able to replicate that in other people is the problem. And the U.S. government not revealing their ties at this point to the bioterrorist agencies do not have to have deniable plausibility and have no culpability in the actions of anyone going through all this. That is why you see a lot of like people being threatened, all these other things happening. Let me see behind me, please.
Who comes up with these things?
Fish. Fish. Snake. Makes much more sense in her section for that to happen. Made no damn sense for Leon. I don't necessarily have to pick Claire or Ada.
Now for the second ingredient.
I like them both. They're different people. I can easily, for anyone, make them feel bad about comparing things, and somebody else actually gave me the analogy. It's like, okay, having to compare like two characters and this and the other, it makes more sense if I say something like this. All right, so next I'll be comparing which one is my favorite child. Like, it's like, oh yeah, comparisons can be bad. Of course naked mods exist. What do you think we live in? A society of people who don't know how to not be horny? When I play as, I have not changed the wigs on any of them for the record so far. I've collected all the wigs, I think, but I've not. I don't know how to describe that one. Nope, don't have it. Oh, do I have any treasures? Whoop, 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 whoop. Wait. Oh, it's this. It's right here. It's this. Yes, Jordan, you are very correct. Boundaries not being respected is the actual problem. You're right. That is the correct answer. Now, Jordan, I need you to understand something.
I think I know what's coming.
The majority of the internet, I'm not saying the people watching right now, I've learned that I say the things that I say because the majority of the internet doesn't get past step 1. And if I go past step 1, they think I'm being pretentious. So I stay at step 1. Because the problem isn't horny. The problem is what you do with it, which is you don't have to act on any of it. You do not have to. You don't have to do the bad things. You can just, yeah, respect boundaries.
Thought so.
Nope. No, no, not fair. Not fair. Not fair. Hacks. Hacks. That was straight up hacks. That's what that felt like. Wow, their aim got a lot better. They actually turned with me now in this mode right here. Whee! Can I play Resident Evil something? I don't know about that. I don't know if people would appreciate my take on that game. I don't know if I could deal with all the boulder punching memes. Uh-oh. I don't want to use up my flashbangs. Later on, I'll need them. Oh, that doesn't work in this game? I totally thought it did. I don't know why I thought I did. Could have done that. Whee! Jesus Christ! Dude, slow your rolls. Hi, frame. It's Firebird's birthday in case I wasn't aware. I was not aware. Happy birthday to ya. Oh, whoops. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Move.
Happy birthday. Or did you want the birthday dirge? Wait, are we like 13 minutes into birthday or did I barely miss birthday type deal? I probably deserved to die a few more times than I did right then. I got an upgrade ticket. I got a golden ticket. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Barely missed it. Oh, I'm sorry. Happy birthday. Hold on. Happy birthday to you. I feel like I'm doing like I all of a sudden went into the idea of I should do the happy birthday, Mr. President. I don't know why my brain went to that, but it's like, bitch, shut up. My wife is right there. I'm thinking of this Chappelle sketch of saying like, I'm going, wife is right there. Which is, when you look back historically of that performance, that is one of the cringiest things of history. A president on TV being sang to, all seductive, like, it's just, oh God. It's new levels of, oh boy. Like, they had words when they got home.
All right, one ingredient left.
I have some new goods.
Today is your birthday today? Happy birthday, Yankee Frankie. Can I? Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Welcome.
I'll go up another step in that. Sing it a little higher. This time with feeling.
Anything.
Actually, what I'm feeling is very, very dizzy.
A deal well.
Okay, I have to try something really quick. Hold on. Save. Hold on. I think I got this.
Welcome.
Okay. Be like the others. Freaking
for that weapon. Packs a punch. Enough for most, at least.
It wasn't like I thought it was and wouldn't be in what it wouldn't be.
Pleasant travel.
All right. You know what? That might be where I need to call it for the night, because that was a very much honest attempt at a sentence. And I think I just heard myself have an aneurysm. Wow. That no, I don't think that's how English works. I'm not gonna get the ticket right now. I'm not getting the ticket right now. I think I'm about to stop things for the night, because holy crap, that was not good. All the things I said were bad. That was. I wonder how many people actually realize that sometimes my brain just goes dumb. My brain just goes dumb sometimes. And I don't know how to describe it well enough. But it's not like I chose it. But that was a sentence, and my brain meant it. I said it and I meant it. And I realized I don't even know what the fuck I said. So I'm just gonna I wasn't feeling well to begin with. And I instead will say thank you, especially given that I'm very worn out, and I'm getting used to. Wait. Did it just? What? What? Jesus Christ! Virtual gamer, new channels, oh God, it's actually here. What the hell just happened? No, I didn't end it. I didn't do that. Thank you, new subscribers, virtual gamer. Thank you to Russ, Undead, Dark King, yes sir, and donation from Vegeta, and super chats from Joel, Smooth, Dark King, Judy Cutter, Yankee Frankie, and I thank you for the game from Dark King, because we wanted to see another Neo type game, which puts me as another Sekiro Bloodborne Souls